Hey everybody, KC here. So as you get to a certain point in your life and career, you start to think back on the people who have had an influence on you for a variety of reasons. And by the way, if you don't do that, you should. And maybe this particular FaceTime is aimed a little bit more at younger morning newsbeat readers. Today I'm thinking about a guy named Tony Kiser, a name you don't know. And I met Tony by happenstance, 35 years ago. And over the years, we became involved in a couple of different business projects connected to the food industry. We totally hit it off. And Tony is one of the smartest, most interesting, and most creative people I've ever met. Now, it so happens that the projects we worked on, they didn't pan out for lots of different reasons. Sometimes it was timing, sometimes it was funding, but it was never because the projects weren't interesting. In fact, if they shared one thing in common, they were ahead of their time. But I know I learned a ton from those failures. Tony learned a ton from those failures. And that's incredibly important. That's a terrific business lesson. First of all, yes, you learn from your failures. The other thing is, it's so smart to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you are, people who are more creative than you are, people who are see the world differently than you are. That's how you get something, you squeeze more out of life that way. You squeeze more out of your career. Anyway, one of the reasons I'm thinking about Tony now, and this is by no means an obituary, by the way, Tony is hale and hearty and healthy. But I'm in the city right now, and we came in over Memorial Day weekend to go to a play. And guess where the play is taking place? That's right, the Tony Kiser Theater. Because in addition to being a really interesting businessman, Tony's a philanthropist. He's done a lot of fundraising for a lot of different organizations in New York City and has been highly connected to the fabric of life here, for which I really admire him. Listen, I think people like Tony Kiser are the people he's somebody who has influenced my life, and I urge you all, find the people who can influence you that way and stay connected to them, because they make life better. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.